If you happen to open almost any Italian newspaper these days, you're bound to see one of her photos. Noemi Letizia is the most famous 18-year-old in Italy, or at least since Prime Minister Berlusconi went to her birthday party in a restaurant near Naples. On the 28th of April, the daily newspaper Repubblica reported that the Prime Minister had been present at Noemi's party. Up until this point, the girl was unknown. This news provoked a reaction by Berlusconi's wife, Veronica Lario, who announced her intention to file for a divorce. "I can't be in a relationship with a man who frequents underage girls." But she went further. Signora Lario defined the candidatures for the European elections announced by the PDL, Berlusconi's party, of girls from the world of show business as shameful trash. Finally, she declared, "I've tried to help my husband, as anyone would with someone who is unwell, but to no avail." But what is the relationship between Berlusconi, Noemi, and her family? And why has this bond become a political issue? The protagonists' stories are full of inconsistencies.
How many times did Berlusconi meet Noemi Letizia, and where?
Berlusconi is very precise. He talks about few meetings always with the parents present.
La fille n'avait pas eu aucune occasion de me fréquenter tout seul.
The girl never frequented me on her own. She came to see me only 3 or 4 times and always accompanied by her mother or father.
J'ai eu l'occasion de la connaître avec ses parents, c'est tout.
But Noemi, on the other hand, recounts more affectionate encounters. She refers to Prime Minister Berlusconi as Papi or Daddy.
I adore him. I keep him company. He tells me when he has a free moment, and I join him. I stay and listen to him, and that's what he wants from me. No one could ever imagine just how sensitive Papi is. I was at his side when his sister Maria Antonietta died recently.
But where did these encounters take place?
Noemi racconta testualmente.
Noemi talks about Rome, Milan, Sardinia, and right from her first interview she talks in the first person singular. After the divorce case came up, her father was to say, "I always accompanied her."
The girl tells the Italian newspapers how Berlusconi has her future at heart.
"He's always showered me with attention. I remember one year he gave me a little diamond, and another time a little necklace. In short, every time he showers me with attention. When I grow up, I'd like to be a TV star, but I'm also interested in politics. I'd like to stand in the elections for the Chamber of Deputies. As far as the Parliament's concerned, Papi Silvio will see to that." When did Berlusconi decide to attend Noemi Letizia's party?
On the most important political talk show in Italy, Porta a Porta, Berlusconi explained how his arrival at Noemi's party was a spontaneous decision.
Avendo parlato con Elio, a cui avevo detto che sarei andato a Napoli alla sera.
"I was on the phone to the girl's father," said Berlusconi, "and when he found out I was to be coming to Naples for political engagements, he invited me to his daughter's birthday party. Since I'd arrived early at Naples airport, I went."
E allora, avendo un'ora di tempo di anticipo,
la spesa con loro.
Ho detto, sono andato.
The restaurant owner confirmed that his arrival was unexpected, but Pasquale Cerullo, the party photographer, recounts that they already knew about Berlusconi's visit that morning.
La signora delle pulizie che mi spiegava che già dalla mattinata.
When I arrived, one of the cleaners told me that the security services had already been there that morning to carry out a check on the premises and to secure that everything was all right because Berlusconi would be arriving in the evening. They knew he was coming, and I talked to Noemi's mother about when I could take photos, if I should wait for a sign from Berlusconi or not.
Berlusconi se era d'accordo o meno che io facessi delle fotografie.
When and how did Berlusconi meet Noemi's father, Elio?
It's impossible to understand from the declarations given by the Letizia family. Noemi says it's not possible that her father and Berlusconi met through work. The father says that everything started with something that he will always carry in his heart, and this was going to remain an absolute secret. And what does Berlusconi say? Over the next few days, the Prime Minister changed his own story. The Prime Minister's first version is that he's known Elio Letizia for years because Noemi's father was the late Italian Socialist Prime Minister Bettino Craxi's chauffeur. Berlusconi had been a dear friend of Craxi's. But after only a few hours, Bobo, Craxi's son, denied that Letizia was ever his father's chauffeur. The next day, an official government announcement was forced to deny that Berlusconi ever said that sentence. The press agencies and journalists present, on the other hand, confirmed he had. And so here's Berlusconi's second version.
Il est dans mon parti.
He's in my party. He's always supported me as a politician in Naples. I've known him for years. Berlusconi therefore claims that Elio Letizia is one of his party members.
Tra gli esponenti di spicco del vecchio Partito Socialista a Napoli.
In Naples, the old socialists and prominent politicians of the PDL, Berlusconi's party, don't know who he is.
And here's what they reply in the editorial room of Roma, the historic Neapolitan newspaper.
La risposta è secca. La puoi fare a tutti, risponderemo tutti no.
La Repubblica newspaper requested an interview with Prime Minister Berlusconi to clear up the contradictions between his declarations and those of the other protagonists in the affair. There was no response from the Prime Minister, so the Roman daily paper published the 10 questions they would have put to him on May 14th. The government's reaction arrived that same morning with a note that talked about a campaign of denigration and of envy and hatred towards the Prime Minister. What do the sentiments of hatred and envy have to do with a journalistic investigation? All over the world where public opinion and autonomous press exist, the contradictions of power and lack of clarity are a natural subject for journalism. But for Prime Minister Berlusconi, any criticism is seen as a betrayal, and questions become the stuff of hatefulness and madness. Berlusconi only knows how to threaten and not explain, and chooses not to reply to our questions. Better to keep silent and refuse transparency and confrontation. This, for a politician, is equal to evasion. We will continue, however, to ask questions just as if we were a normal country.